Welcome my fellow YouTubers, my name is Joshua, I'm 5'7", I weigh 327 pounds, and I'm soon to be in the best shape of my life, both mentally and physically. I want you guys to come join me in this adventure, and if you're interested, stay tuned. Welcome to my journey, everyone. Thank you guys for joining me. The purpose of this introduction video is really just to give you guys some background, so when you watch some of these other videos, you know who I am, what I have tried in the past, and you know, when you see me struggling with something, you kind of have an idea of why I'm struggling with it. I want to tell you where I am a little bit, as far as my goals and what I plan to do with this video, what I'm hoping to achieve in these videos. So, just to give you a little background of who I am, my name is Joshua. I am 27, I'm 5'7", I weigh 327 pounds, and, I've been overweight pretty much my whole life. My weight loss journey started when I was like 11. Not 11, when I was in 11th grade. I was in high school. It was my senior year. I was 18 years old. I was 282 pounds, something to that nature. And between the summer of my 11th grade year and my 12th grade year, I literally lost 100 pounds. I did the Atkins diet, which is practically cheating, and I lost it over the summer. I worked out a little bit. It wasn't much. I didn't really work out. It was really just eating no carbs, and I stuck to it, nothing. And I remember getting down to that weight. It was like the best feeling I've ever had. And then at the same time, it was the worst. And I mean, at the time it was the greatest, but like from my 12th grade year starting off to when I graduated, I was 290 pounds when I graduated that year. Like, I literally gained more weight than I started with, and to make it even worse, I did it in front of all my friends and family. Just like, it hurt. And I mean, what really sucks is I remember being at 180 pounds and what it was like, and how I was able to do things so much easier. How I was so much more comfortable with who I am. And I mean, when you get off the Atkins diet, I don't know if you guys have done it, but when you get off the Atkins diet, you are addicted to sugar, carbs, doesn't matter. I remember one time I was driving back from school and I saw the Dunkin' Donuts, and I think I almost jumped out of my car to go get it. I literally wanted to inhale sugar, and I think, that's why I gained all this fat. And, I never did it correctly. I never worked out. And, my whole life has been that way. I lose some weight, and then I gain more than I started. And it almost feels like, man, if I had never lost weight, maybe I would have just stayed at 280. But it's always been, I feel great, and then a month later, I mean, at 1.3 years ago, I had the weight loss surgery. I was like, okay, everyone says you get the weight loss surgery, you are guaranteed to lose weight, and you'll be skinny for life. Well, not nearly. I had the sleeve gastrectomy, which just reduces the size of my stomach. And at that point, I got up to 480 pounds. That was the heaviest I've ever been, and that I was really miserable. I was desperate. And it helped me, 3 years. I got down to 340. 347, sometimes I hit 340, go back up a little bit, go down. But there was like this gigantic black hole that would not let me surpass 340. And I couldn't figure out for the life of me why that was. And about 3.5 weeks ago, it occurred to me why that really was. Is in here I was never a skinny guy. I've always seen myself as the fat person that never took the time for himself. I'm like the best to help with everyone, but I've never taken the opportunity to help myself. And my self-image was garbage, awful. Who has that kind of self-image? Why would you ever stay skinny if your self-image is overweight? I remember being 180 pounds and still acting like I was still 380 pounds. Have you guys ever dropped a pen and you go to pick it up and you do one of these? No. Did it really take you that much effort? No. But in your mind it did. You know, I remember being 180 pounds and still doing things like picking up something off the floor and going, and it didn't take that much effort at all at 180. I could have done it on one foot. I wouldn't felt anything. But this wasn't ready. And until I made that decision, I'm always going to gain weight, whether it's subconsciously just eating food, or cheating on my diets, because in my mind, I'm supposed to be a big guy. Why would I not eat all this food when I'm considering, hey, I'm a big guy, might as well? And, you know, something I really haven't told that many people, except for maybe my wife, for the last 5-6 years, maybe since I gained all that weight since high school, I've never wanted to look into a mirror. I mean, I don't. Like, I would get in front of the mirror, I would quickly focus on something else. If I have to see something on my face, I'd make sure I zoom into this one spot in my face and I don't look at anything else. Could you imagine going 10 years not looking into the mirror? How could I ever be happy to lose weight with that kind of mentality? And that's when it really occurred to me that I have to start looking at myself differently and see myself as who I really am. Change the perspective of my mind's body. Like, I need to make it skinny and my body will follow. That week, 3.5 weeks ago, I literally lost 7.5 pounds in a week. I've never lost more than 5 pounds in a week after my weight loss surgery, and there was a full week after the surgery I couldn't eat. I didn't lose more than 5 pounds. The Atkins diet, I lost like 4 pounds at most in a week. I didn't even do that much different. I was literally just going to the gym, which I practically was already doing, and just eat a little bit cleaner. But I think the biggest difference is either I did it subconsciously or my mind was fixing it for me. I literally started losing weight on its own. And, you know, since then, I'm a different man. I've lost like, so far, 23 pounds, or 20 pounds, and I look into the mirror, and I look, and I'm like, damn, I like this guy. I'm happy with what I'm seeing. And in fact, I'm happy. I'm like, damn, he's a good-looking dude. And I'm remembering how I was when I was like 230 pounds on the way to losing weight. I didn't like that guy, and I was 100 pounds lighter. And I was like, I didn't like looking in the mirror. Now, I see myself who I really am. And I'm so excited. And when I sit here and I want to share my story, this is why I'm making this video. I want everyone in the whole world to see that by next year, I'm going to be a different man. And it's going to be both physically and mentally. And I want everyone to see that when I made this change, everything changed. And all I have to go on is the faith that it's going to work. And you guys can see, I have no proof. I just know it's going to happen. And I want people to watch this video, you know, a year from now and be like, man, he's not kidding. Like, literally, all he had was to go on was what he saw in his mind. And he changed. Proof is there. So I'm putting this out there so you guys can help me, because I know I'm a different person, and it starts with these videos. And I want you guys to help me take this journey with me. Give me suggestions. Tell me what you think. You know, if you like this video, send me a like. If you have comments or concerns or suggestions, put them on the bottom. Send a comment to me. Let me know. I'll respond to them. I want your guys' help. Tell me what you guys think. And if you guys are struggling with these things too, talk to me. You know, let's work on this together. And I think if we do this together, we're gonna be successful. I know I am. I know by the end of next year, I'm gonna be a different man, and I'm just so excited. So if you guys like this video and you want to see more content, hit that subscribe button so you guys can see all my videos. I think I'm going to release about 8 to 10 videos this first week, and probably try to do, my goal is to do 1 or 2 videos a day, you know, until I can do this more full time, and you know, release like maybe 3 videos a day. But if you guys like it, support me, let me know, give me some feedback, and I'll see you guys later. Till then, thank you for joining me on my fitness journey.